Hello, everybody. It is Brian here of This Is What Brian Thinks Adventures. Happy Saturday, May 7th of 2022. I thought I would like to provide a very special announcement which involves my birthday coming up this upcoming week as well. And also, it is also involving my birthday party coming up on Sunday, May 15th in 8 days from now, a week from tomorrow as well. But before I get to any of that, I have some very important things to say. And, well, here goes, everyone. My Auntie Bobby has emailed my resume to the Edmonton Downtown Business Association, so I hope to get a very wonderful job interview with them in the middle of this May of this month, around that time frame before the summer. In fact, so that's very positive news. In fact, I also want to tell you is that my stepdad Neil and I, we are also getting the roast beef marinated for Mother's Day dinner for my mom tomorrow for Mother's Day. I've also got the 4 white onions, portobello mushrooms, and a pre-made Greek salad. Already checked the expiration date too. The expiration date when it expires, so I did that at the right time. So got that done and over. Likewise, I'm very pleased to announce that I just want to give each and every one of you a heads up is that on Sunday, May 15th, 8 days from now, a week from tomorrow, I am doing my 29th birthday party celebration for my birthday on Sunday, May 15th, 3 or 4 days after my actual birthday. In fact, for those who would like to know, is that some of my friends of my old classmates I've known since junior high and senior high school in Ally Cairns for 8 years. I went to school there from grade 7 to returning to grade 12 for 8 years. I am also giving everyone a reminder that some of my friends of my old classmates are also at certain ages. So who are there? Some who are older than me, some who are in their early teens, mid-teens, late teens, early 20s, mid-20s, late 20s, or 30s. My mom and I have a rule about what video games are allowed and what video games are not allowed. It also goes for movies, shows, what are appropriate and what's never appropriate at all, as well. So that's why I have to be smart about that. Now, some of you may know is that my friends who I went to school in Ally Cairns, not just for junior high, but also in senior high school for 5 years, are also at certain ages as well. And they also, some of them also do do bowling for Special Olympics as well, for Paralympics, so that's part of Special Olympics as well. And for those who may want to know is that I have been making a lot of amazing YouTube videos, and those who may want to know is that I have always had an interest of public transit for a very long time. Since I was younger, I've always had an interest of buses, subways, streetcars, GO trains, LRTs, and C trains, as well as elevators. In fact, for those who might want to know, is that I have been making a variety of various New Flower blog videos on random buses of all kinds. Like some of the routes on ETS that I know too, like, and some of them are very frequent, like the 9 near my place that's not too far from my area, and also some along the Wide Avenue that are also frequent, like the 4, the 8, and there's also some of the other routes, some of the local community routes that I like too. That used to be, one of them used to be the 45, like that is now 705. It's one of my favorite routes of all time because it used to be 45 Southgate and 45 Heritage Century Park a long time, 45 Heritage Century Park before, a long time ago. Now, aside from all this, you may want to know is I always love doing various elevators of all kinds, like Armour, Otis, Montgomery, Coney, Elcor, Tisson Northern, C&M Northern elevators, ThyssenKrupp Northern elevators, ThyssenKrupp Niagara Northern elevators, Fujitec elevators of all kinds, as well as other elevator brands like Venture Elevator as well, especially Dover elevators of all types as well. In fact, I'm also very excited to announce is that, for those who may want to know, is that I will be turning 29 this May 12th of this month of this year. And I'm also wanting to tell each and every one of you, I always love doing separate things for my birthday party for respectable reasons. And the main reason is that my friends who I've known since, not just in Westwood when I lived in Hamilton in elementary school, but also in Avonmore when I moved here, and also in Alwy Cairns in junior high and senior high school for 8 years. Some of my friends are also at certain ages, so we always have to be very careful about what video games are allowed and what video games are never allowed, just for respecting reasons. But I think the main thing I'd like to tell each and every one of you is I have always found YouTube vlogs of various New Flyer buses and all kinds on ETS here, Grand West vicinity buses, including those Rattling Rockin' Robin, Proterra Electric, musical dancing Proterra potato buses, like how quick they stop and how they move, as well as various Nova buses of Strathcona County in on the commuter routes, as well as the local bus routes of Sherwood Park as well, including those who might want to know is that I also want to say on my travels to Calgary for Calgary Stampede, I have also done YouTube videos of some of the buses on Calgary Transit, some of the C-Train units, like not just the U2 LRT cars, but the ST-160s and the S-200s before. And also rode one of their Nova buses in the Northeast Calgary before, like on the routes like 33 Rundle Station. I did that 3 years ago in 2019. In fact, I'm also coming up with ideas. I already got stuff planned for my 29th birthday this year, and I'm also going to come up with plans for my 30th birthday in May of next spring, May of 2023, and also my 31st birthday in May of 2024. So I'll tell you that too later on. But most of all, folks, you may want to know is it's very quiet right here at our place right now with with my Auntie Bobby's away focusing on a lure course judging in Lumby, British Columbia right now. So the dogs aren't here. So it gets very quiet too because, you know, one, my cat Poochie loves being around people and other dogs. And I also very respectfully want to say in my respecting words is that I do love attending raves. Soundwave at World Water Park at West Edmonton Mall. And right now, I'm still getting my new job issue very well situated. In fact, this summer, until I have things back up and running again, I have made the very responsible, very smart, and very mature decision to temporarily postpone my Calgary Stampede trip that I had originally planned for 3 or 4 days this summer. That is temporarily being postponed to the following next July of next summer in 2023. So that's going to be a year, 2 months, 14 months from right now. So that's why I've made the right decision to postpone. And like my mom says, there may be a possibility I might go on a day trip for a day or two this summer. Might not be very long until I have my new job sorted out, until I have things back up and running first. So there are possibilities too. So I know it's disappointing I'm not going to be able to make my way to go attend the Calgary Stampede in Calgary for 3 or 4 days this summer than I had originally rescheduled. So that's why it's going to be postponed for another year until the following July next summer, just until I have things back up and running. But not to be disappointed though, I am definitely going to plan to go to Calgary for the Calgary Stampede for 3 or 4 days, early second week of next July in 2023, as well as the following summer of July of 2024. And including the summer of July of 2025. So that's still on the table. So just till I have things back up and running, I'm still focusing on getting my new job issue sorted out. And also at the end of this summer, come next fall, for next year, 2022-23 semester term, come the beginning of this next September, at the end of the summer holidays of this year, I will be returning back to my school at NAIT of next fall of this next September as well. In fact, for those who might want to know, is that I love doing YouTube videos of various DJs and nightclubs, places like the Church of John, Union Hall. I always love doing YouTube videos of various new flyers, various CNG Nova buses, and various CNG Grand West vicinity buses on our bus routes of our HSR buses of Hamilton Street Railway and Hamilton My Old Place in Ontario on visits, as well as Waterdown, where my Auntie Paula's home is not too far from Aldershot Station in the Burlington area as well. So for those who might want to know, is that I have always had an interest of CNG buses as well. In fact, I'm hoping that next July I will get a chance to check out one of the CNG Nova bus units of the Calgary Transit in the city of Calgary in July of next summer for the following Stampede. So that would be a better time for me to wait till I have things back up and running. And I'm so excited to announce is that once I hear from the Downtown Edmonton Business Association, I will definitely give you a heads up to let you know that I have an amazing interview as well. So My Auntie Bobby's already sent my resume to them online, so I'm listening for a phone call. So as soon as I get that phone call, I should hear about this amazing interview coming up the middle of May, so hopefully just before the May long weekend comes up as well. And right now, for those of you who might want to know, is that I do love doing YouTube videos of various random public transit trips of all kinds. Not just ETS here, not just Calgary Transit, but places like Strathcona County of Sherwood Park, and also places that I always go to, and on my travels to Hamilton, my old place in Ontario, I get a chance to use our bus routes on our HSR buses to go up and down the south side, east-west Hamilton Mountain Escarpment area, including places like Mohawk College, Sam Lawrence Park, Upper Gate, Rymel Plaza, Lime Ridge Mall, McNabb Transit Center Bus Terminal, our Hamilton Go Transit Center down in the downtown area in Hamilton safely on my travels. And of course, I do love doing YouTube videos of various Go Bus units like the Enviro 500 super low floor and double-decker Alexander Dennis passenger commuter bus units, including our Bombardier double-decker passenger car units on the GO train, on our Lakeshore West Line, aka our Lakeshore West Line route on the GO Transit in the GTHA Greater Toronto Hamilton areas, especially when I go my way on the GO train eastbound my route to and from Union Station, where I have been to with my Auntie Paula and my mom in Toronto many times. I get a very wonderful chance to ride our familiar T1 subway trains at St. George Station on our Bloor Danforth line, to go visit Ossington Station and do a quick round trip westbound to Dufferin Station, eastbound from Dufferin Station, and eastbound at Ossington Station at the same time, especially because I not only know my way to I still know the way to get to St. George Station and Spadina Station, but I know where Bloor Yonge Station is, Wellesley Station, College, Queen, King Station on our Yonge line is, and places between Union Station and St. George Station where I have always been to on our Yonge University Spadina line on the TTC, on the subway where our Toronto Rockets take me. Places like St. Andrew Station, Osgood Station, St. Patrick's Station, Queen's Park Station, and Museum Station at the same time. In fact, I do love doing YouTube videos of various streetcar routes. Whenever I visit Toronto on my visits in Hamilton, my old place in Ontario during the day, on my travels from Edmonton, Alberta, so once I have my new job issued, I'll be able to get to that again. I do love taking the 510 Spadina at Spadina Station, 506 at Queen's Park Station in the downtown Toronto, I know, including, well, whenever I go to the Eaton Centre, I know how to use the subway to get to Queen and Dundas Station on our Yonge line, and not just the Yonge Dundas Square Financial District, but there's also 501 Queen to the Eaton Centre, 505 Dundas to Eaton Centre as well. So it's very easy for me, and it's not too complicated for me at all. And most importantly, I still remember the same rules that my Auntie Paula and my mom has said to me over and over, that I still remember, is keep my back against the wall, stay against the wall, stay in the middle of the platform behind the yellow line, and make sure I keep clear of the tracks as always, watching out for myself and other people. Most importantly, always making very smart and sensible choices. But most of all, for those who might want to say, is I always make sure that I make the smart decisions, but still using my common sense wherever I go. And before I go, folks, I just want to tell you is that I always love doing YouTube videos of various public transit systems here. And I hope one day I'd like to meet my good friend Evan, who's EH Transit in British Columbia and Vancouver, as well as my friend Matthew in Victoria, British Columbia, and get a chance to check out one of the BC Transit's bus units too, like the CNG Grand West Vicinity buses, CNG XN40, especially see what their Nova buses look like too. In fact, I hope to get a chance to ride the new Valley Line LRT when it opens this summer. As soon as I have things back up and running, and once I have my new job well situated, I will tell each and every one of you as well. Everybody, thank you very much for this very special announcement, May 7th of 2022. Have yourselves a great day. I will talk to you all later and very soon, folks. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye now.